Alright, welcome to section 3 in Photoshop layer styles. In this video we're going to talk about blending options. So let's go to Photoshop, create a new document. We're going to grab the default Photoshop size document, hit create, and I'm going to go file, save as, and we're going to save this as layer styles. I'm going to hit save. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to add the color. I'm going to go to the default black here. I'm going to grab the paint bucket and I'm going to paint the canvas. Then we're going to come over here and we're going to click on, I'm going to unlock the layer. I'm going to click on the FX icon here and we're going to look at blending options. Okay, so you have bevel, emboss, contour, texture, stroke, inner shadow, inner glow, satin, color overlay, gradient overlay, pattern overlay, outer glow, and drop shadow. So I'll see you in the next video where we're going to talk about bevel and emboss. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we're going to talk about bevel and emboss. So I have the layer style menu open. If you don't have it open, I'm going to hit cancel real quick and show you how to get there again. You can go to the layers panel and click on FX and then click on blending options, and that's going to open up the entire effects area where you can really look at stuff. Now here's the other thing. We can preview what it's going to look like right here. So if I click on bevel and emboss, you can see that it bevels and embosses right here, and right up there you can see the effect. Okay, then we can edit the size, okay, so it will really show quite a bit, and we can soften it. And we could put the direction down so that it's down there instead. The depth. Okay, and then you can also do outer bevel, inner bevel, emboss, pillow emboss, and stroke emboss. Okay, smooth, you can do chisel hard and chisel soft. So we'll do just emboss like that. Then we're going to do contour. And you can select the range here. So let's do like that. And then texture. So we can edit the texture and give it kind of a wild tell you what, let's go through all of them. So I'm going to hit OK here for a second. And let's select a darker color, or a lighter color, I should say. So let's grab a red and grab the paint bucket and paint this. There, now you can really see it. All right, now I'm going to hit the move tool. Let's hit Control S to save. And then I'm going to go back in there. So if you just double click on the FX here, it'll take you right back in. So we were down here. So what I wanted to do is show you all the textures that they have available by default. So this is just a right diagonal line. Horizontal line, vertical line, grid 1. This is a, what is this? Dots. Right diagonal dash. Noise. What's this one? Watercolor. Okay. Gray granite. This is a extra heavy canvas. Optical squares. This is ant farm. Water. And what is this one? Yellow mums. Okay. So let me hit OK. I'm going to do File Save. And that is how you work with bevel and emboss. Okay? So, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we're going to talk about stroke. So let's go to our layer 0 here and double click on FX. Okay, and the nice thing about this is you could just uncheck these here, or what I can do is hit OK and just turn off the eye for bevel and emboss, and that'll disable that effect. Okay, then if I double click on FX again, now I can go in and play with the stroke and see what that does. Okay, so you can mess with the size. Probably right there. The position, outside, inside, center. The blend, you can do normal, dissolve, darken, multiply, color burn, linear burn, darker color, lighten, screen, color dodge, linear dodge, lighter color, overlay. These are all different blend modes. So hue and saturation, color, luminosity, divide, subtract, exclude, difference, etc. Okay. Fill type, like I said, you could do color, gradient, or pattern. There's gradient and then pattern right there. So I'm going to leave it on color, and let's do kind of like a yellow. Okay. Here's the other cool thing, is if I click on new style, we can actually make this layer effect a style. So what it's going to do is it's going to save in the style section. So if I do cool effect, right, I name it that, hit OK, click on window and go to styles. I'm going to hit OK here. Then when I click here, cool effect. And it's already here too, cool effect. So as you build out effects, you'll be able to save them to the styles panel. Now if I turn on bevel and emboss, now we have both effects running here. So I'm going to do file save. That was the wrong thing. I'm going to do file save. There we go. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we're going to talk about inner shadow. So let's go to our effects panel here. So double click on FX. And we're going to go down to inner shadow. I'm going to hit OK, and then we're going to turn off bevel and stroke. And technically you could do it here as well. But we'll use that from now on. So here's the thing. Let me delete that. All right, so we have inner shadow here. So the blend mode is multiply. I'm going to do normal, and we're going to do opacity 100%, and I'm going to do distance. Okay, the choke and the size. Okay, and then the noise. It's pretty wild. And then the quality's there. So you can see that the inner shadow doesn't have a lot of options to it, but we have the blend mode, which I like to keep on normal. We can set the opacity, the angle, the distance, the choke, the size, and then the quality. All right, so if I hit OK, and then I go here and turn on these other effects, it gets pretty wild when you're done. But the whole idea of these exercises is to show you what you can do with the effects, and then you can start building out your own effects. So what I'm going to do is hit File, Save, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we're going to talk about inner glow. So let's go to our layer 0 here. Click on the FX icon, and we're going to use, instead of doing the layers this time and turning it off here, we're actually going to turn it off here, here, and here. Okay? So you can do it two ways. You can do it with inside of layer style or on the layer panel itself. Okay, so now I'm going to go to inner shadow. Oh, my bad. Inner glow. And they have the blend mode set at screen, so that's fine. We'll leave it there. They have it on yellow, so let's turn that up a little bit. And let's add a little choke and a little size. And see what that does. Okay, so you can see that that's the blend mode is screen. Now if I do normal, then it should give me a little more. There we go. Okay, there you go. So now we got like a really wild looking inner glow. The quality, we can mess with the range. Okay, and then the jitter. And the contour, so you can map kind of the, I like that, that's kind of cool. Gives you kind of a custom feel to it. Okay, so that's basically inner glow. Now, here's one more thing to talk about with inner glow. We can also do gradients. So if we wanted to, that's really cool actually. We could grab a default gradient or make our own and slap those in here and really customize this to our liking. So for example, that one I like. This one's really cool too. So I'm going to hit OK and I'm going to save that. And let's make that a new style. So let's call this cool gradient. I'm going to hit OK. And there you go. That's how you add inner glow. So I'm going to add all the other effects now. And you can see our inner glow has been completely washed out by the other effects, which is alright because we're just learning. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we're going to talk about the next effect here. So let's click on effects and we're going to go down to satin. So I'll turn off inner glow, inner shadow, stroke, and bevel and emboss, and we'll go right to this, and you can see already that it's added that effect. When I slap it on there, it's on multiply. So we can do, turn on opacity, and we have a little red in the tops, and we have black in the middle. Here we can edit the distance and then the size, where it will blur, how much it will blur, and that's really a satin, you know. We can make a new cool okay, very nice. And then I'm going to turn on all the other effects here and completely wash out everything we did. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Alright, welcome back. So in this video we're going to talk about color overlay. Alright, so let's go to our document here, and we're in layer styles.psd. I'm going to go to File, Save, and then I'm going to go to layer 0 here, double click on FX, and what we're going to do is go down to color overlay and turn off all these effects. So the only one we see is color overlay. Now this is pretty straightforward, but you can adjust the blending mode. So that's where the cool part comes in here. So we can darken this, multiply, color burn, linear burn, darker color. Okay, I'm going to move this over to the right so you can see what I'm doing. If I do lighten, screen, color dodge, linear dodge, lighter color, overlay, soft light, hard light, vivid light, linear light, pen light, hard mix, difference, it's kind of cool, exclusion, which is the color we have, subtract, divide, hue, saturation, color, luminosity. All right, so I'm going to keep mine on color. And there you go. That's how you work with color overlay. And you can also adjust the opacity of this. So you can go all the way to 100%, or you can do, 50%, 75%, 80%, whatever you want to do. But that's really color overlay. All right. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about gradient overlay. So I'm going to turn off these effects here. And I'm going to go and hit Control S to save. I'm going to double click on FX. And we're going to go to gradient overlay. Okay, so let's go to gradient overlay. There we go. And you can see, you can select the style. So we can do linear, radial, angle, reflected, or diamond, right? And I can change the colors. So we can do black and white, green and red, and then we can do, instead of diamond, we can do linear, we can do radial, you can do angle, reflected, and hit OK. Okay, or diamond. So let's do linear, and then I'll change the angle a little bit. And we can change the scale. So what it's going to do is it's going to spread the colors out even more. So it'll blend from green to like an orange to a red, because orange is the tweener here. And that's really gradient overlay. I mean, there's a lot to it. But if you use a lot of gradients, this is a cool tool to use. And not only that, but you can also set a new style. So we can put cool gradient effect number 1, something like that. Okay. And then I'm going to turn all the other effects back on just so we can see what they look like. And there you go. We've been completely washed out. I'm going to hit Control S to save, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. See you there. All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about pattern overlay. So let's head over to our layer panel here and click on Effects. And I'm going to turn off Bevel and Emboss, Stroke, Inner Shadow, Inner Glow, Satin, Color Overlay, Gradient Overlay, and let's just set up Pattern Overlay. All right, so with this, you can do a variety of patterns here. Okay, and you can also go here, and if you click here, we can load patterns. So we can append, which means it will add to it, and then just drag this out. So then I can go and look at these. Okay, and then I can go and get another library of textures here, or patterns, and we can look at these. And then I'll look at one more group here. Let's look at rock patterns. So I'll pen that. So you can see kind of the cool different patterns that you can do in Photoshop. I mean, there's a lot of options here. So you can also go to Google. And if I just type in google.com, Photoshop patterns, right? Here you go, free Photoshop patterns. So they have some there. They have some all over the web where you can get like pattern packs, you know, best Photoshop patterns of 2019, etc. So they have a lot of different options for this. Okay, so I'm going to close that. And I'll turn on all the other effects here. Okay, I'm going to hit OK. Control S to save, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about outer glow. So let's go to Photoshop, and I'm going to turn off all these effects. Okay, and then we'll click on FX here. Go to outer glow. And so you can see here, if I adjust the spread, let's put this on to normal, and then the screen, we'll do precise, adjust the range, and that, and let's see if I can. Let's do the spread. I'll hit OK, and there you go. That is outer glow. Now I don't see. It's not really showing much, but let me just see what it's doing here. Okay. I mean, this is a style that you could save, so you could call this outer glow effect and then save it to the styles panel. Hit OK. I'm going to hit Control S to save, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about drop shadow. So let's head over to our layers panel here and click on effects. I'm going to go down to, I'm going to turn off outer glow and go to drop shadow. And let's add a little distance, a little spread, a little size to that, and do normal, and change the angle a little bit, and update the quality. And let's change the color so we can see it. You can adjust the contour so we can go different directions here. And you'll see in the preview how it's going to look. Okay, so I'll leave it like that. I'm going to make this a new style, so let's call this Cool Drop Shadow Effect. If I could spell. There we go. I'll hit OK. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the text tool, and let's make this white. So let's just call this text. I'll save it, and then I'm going to add this effect to it. Whoa. Okay, so you can see how cool our effect looks there. We can't even read it, which is fine. I'm going to grab the move tool and drag it down and then turn the effect off. And then we'll change the color. Let's make it red. Hit Control T to select it and then bring it up. And then you can just place it over the top. And now you can see kind of the cool effect that you can add to your text. All right, so that's drop shadow. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.